You are the captain of your own ship. Nobody else can direct your life like you. Nobody is coming to save you. So in this book, The Seeker, I talk about things like building self-belief. I always tell my daughters, I have 3 beautiful girls, and every time we have disagreements or they do something wrong or maybe they fail at something, I try to encourage them. I also remind them that in this life, tears will bring you sympathy, but only sweat will bring you results. Hey, I feel blessed today. What an awesome day to be alive. Hey, thank you so much for hopping back on the channel. If this is your first time in the channel, please don't subscribe. Don't click nothing. Don't like nothing yet. I would like you to listen on a little bit. And if this information makes sense to you, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and click the like button and go ahead and share this to people you care about. But if you are a returning viewer, of course, go ahead and like this video. I would like to have 500 likes so it can help the algorithm push me. Hey, today I'm not going to be long, all right? I just came to announce to you again the great news that happened a few days ago. I actually finally launched my book, my first publication, The Seeker. Here it is. It has been a long wait. Thousands of you have been always reaching out to me on Facebook, here on YouTube. Gustav, when is the book coming? You are so wise. We love what you talk about every day. Can you package that into a book? When is the book coming? We want it. Now the book is here, The Seeker. And you know, it might sound a little bit cliche because I'm the one who wrote the book. And so, of course, you always believe in your product, right? Because you pour your heart into it. You spend a lot of time researching, a lot of time writing. To me, this book took 12 years. I started thinking and conceptualizing this book 12 years ago, but I really started in earnest trying to really bring it to life about 2 years ago. But the material, the content, and most of what is contained in this book, I've always had it for the last 10 to 12 years. So what that really tells you, and what that should be telling anybody listening to me right now who also has some dreams like this, is that it's not about speed, right? It's not about how fast you bring it, but it's also about just working sometimes with your spirit, working with your instinct, working with what you deeply believe in your soul. Because this is how I look at it. Every piece of content I put online, everything I say, every piece of content I write, any video I post, the way I think about it is 40 years from today, will it still make sense? Can somebody watch my video, read my post, read my book, and still find value in it? Can somebody find a way through one of my information 50 years from today, and it will help orientate them towards uncovering their purpose, be able to identify their gift, their mission in this life, and build a life of meaning and legacy? Hey guys, in addition to all the valuable information I bring to you every week on my videos and my short videos on different platforms, especially here on YouTube, I also have a community of over 2,000 like-minded, serious and driven people who, like you, are receiving exclusively this time a newsletter once a week. And this information in the newsletter is unique, and it only goes to those people who are part of the newsletter community. So if you're interested in getting this once a week update, which includes different tips, different ideas on how to build yourself, how to generate wealth, how to make money, how to build a legacy, go ahead and click down in the link in the description and you'll be able to join our newsletter community. And when you join that community, you would realize exactly how much value that brings to you on a weekly and daily basis. Let's get back to regular programming. That is why as I grow older, especially in the craft, I've gotten to learn that it's not about speed, it's just about quality for me. It's just about putting the best I can from the bottom of my heart with what I am convinced makes sense. And the reason I do that is not out of nothing. It's out of the fact that most of the mentors I found online, like Les Brown, like Jim Rohn, Myron Golden, all those people who have spoken to my life at one point or another, I noticed that they really were genuine, number one. And number two, a lot of their videos I watched were from way back. For example, I watched a video many years ago in 2018. At that point, not 2016. At that point, I was really broken. I just come back from Africa doing business. I failed. I filed for bankruptcy. I foreclosed on my primary property, foreclosed on the rental property. My family didn't have money. We were shopping from a thrift store, which is a second-hand used goods store, for many years. And I was down and out. I was frustrated. I was depressed. I was angry. I didn't know what to do, right? But I knew that deep in my heart, I knew that there was just something that I have been brought to this world to deliver on. And it just depends on me if I want to quit on that dream, if I want to quit on that great ambition that I had. And I realized too at that point that I couldn't count only on myself. I couldn't count only on my knowledge. I couldn't count only on my spirit at that time. I needed somebody else to speak life into me. I needed somebody who I could wake up to in the morning, and that person is telling me, returning and rebuilding my subconscious that, Gustav, you are enough. That yes, you can do it. You can rise again, Gustav. You can rebuild your life again. No matter what you've lost so far, you could make 10 times that if you just believe and keep walking and pick up yourself. Because it is said it's not the number of times you fall that matters, it's the number of times you rise, dust your behind, and keep moving forward. So, upon the guidance of that, I told myself, Gustav, anything you want to put online, anything you want to publish in a book, make sure it is something that could speak to somebody and help them through times of their lives 40, 30, 40 years from today, like it helped you from some of the videos. So, this book, The Seeker, guys, that is why it took me 12 years to bring it to life, because I wanted to make sure what it's in the book is something that will last for a long time. Remember, on this platform, I talk about three basic things. I'll talk about purpose, I talk about wealth building, and I talk about legacies. I teach people how to invest in themselves for personal growth, how to use those skills, knowledge, and gifts to generate economic growth, which is profits, how to invest in assets, invest on the US stock market, and in that process, how to use those gifts, those profits that have come through, and build a legacy, something that people coming after you will remember you for the rest of time. So in this book, The Seeker, I talk about concepts like that. I talk about things like building self-belief. I talk about the power of collaboration. I talk about you taking ownership for your life, because truly you are the captain of your own ship. Nobody else can direct your life like you. Nobody is coming to save you. You know what? I always tell my daughters, I have three beautiful girls, and every time we have disagreements or they do something wrong or maybe they fail at something, I try to encourage them. I also remind them that in this life, tears will bring you sympathy, but only sweat will bring you results. So I talk about that, right? I talk about, let me just tell you some of the chapters that are contained in this book. We have, you are the captain of your ship. That chapter just talks about you taking ownership for your life. Commitment to change. Nothing is more constant than the desire and the necessity to adapt to change. Change is the newfound reality. In fact, as you might have noticed now, things are going to even be changing faster than they've ever changed before. I tell people, especially in a lot of my coaching programs, that listen, anybody who is counting only on their employer for a living, you will be disappointed, because things are changing so fast. Statistics are telling me and telling us out there that most people will change careers about 7 times and change jobs maybe 14 times before they retire. That is unusual. 20, 30 years ago, our parents used to work for one company for 40 years, get retired, they give them the gold Rolex, and they go sit down on a reclining chair at home, relax, and wait for the day the Lord will say, come on home. But nowadays, it's no longer the same. That's not what is going to happen. So if you're going to thrive in these new times, if you're going to thrive in this new economy, if you're going to make a difference to yourself, if you're going to build businesses, build a solid career, build income, build a way to take care of yourself in your retirement, you must be flexible, right? I also talk about the journey ahead, the force of vision. It's important to have vision. In this book, I also talk about the potency of passion. The potency of passion, because passion is important, but it's not enough. I don't believe that passion alone is capable of taking you to your promised land. No. I also talk about the transformational power of self belief, the art of listening. There is a reason, as one of my mentors always told me, there's a reason why God gave you one mouth and two ears. So you should listen twice, talk once, right? The greatest leaders in this world, the most impactful leaders, generally listen a lot. They spend time listening, analyzing, because they realize that 100% of your brain is only 100% of your mind. But 1% of 100 minds is 100% of 100 different perspectives, right? Because when you speak, you only say the things you know, but when you listen, you could learn something new. That is something to have learned over my life, to listen a lot. The influence of collaboration, understanding your potential, understanding your gift, understanding what is it that you can be, you can deliver, and you can become. Potential is so powerful, right? Because a lot of us have it in us, but because we don't understand it, we don't take the time to master it, we don't even know what it can do for us. So embracing your greatness. Everyone has a seed in them. Everyone has something that they can deliver on in the most excellent way. So I cover all of these critical things in this book and more. I can tell you for a fact this is going to be a great buy for you. Listen to this. Let me just read a little abstract from this book. All right. Just stay with me here. Stay with me here. Book. And by the way, if you want a free chapter of the book, there is a link down in the description of this video. You can click on that link. Give us just complete the. You probably need to put your name, your email, maybe your phone number, and then you'll be able to get into a system which will give to you a free chapter of this book. That way you can get a taste, you can get a sense of what the book is all about, right? If you want to outrightly order the book, yes, there will still be a link to down in the description. You can just go ahead and order the book and it will be delivered to your address. And if you order the book and you mention that you ordered from this video, I'm going to autograph that copy for you, right? So let's read this. I just want you to listen to this for a minute. We are all born searching for meaning and purpose. The adventure to discover what we are on earth for is actually the journey to becoming the best version of ourselves. Everybody seeks out their personal mission and reasons the Creator allowed consciousness in them. I usually say to people that accepting the responsibility to lead one's own life is the first step to finding meaning, after which having a commitment to change sets us up for the journey ahead. By definition, the process of becoming the best you starts with accepting the change from your current state to your optimal self and understanding that one has the prerogative to choose their course in life begs the question of what course is best and how does one begin on that quest. Having a clear vision of where you want to go puts your mind at ease because you form a sense of direction for the journey ahead. It is exciting when the revelation of our purpose is first received and we see all that's possible. That's just a little abstract of that book. I don't want to take your time boring you reading it, but it's a very interesting book, all right? And I encourage you listening to me to not only share this video, go ahead and also order a copy of this book and we're going to ship that to you. Share this video with your friends, share it with your families, and make sure each and every one of them get a copy. And if I didn't mention that yet, you are enough. And I'll see you at the top. Bye for now.